Uh, hey guys, what's up? Well, while I navigate this bullshit traffic, figured might as well cover a topic that came up kind of recently for me, and that is customer service and what you do and do not say to your customers or do to your customers or clients. I'm not going to name names here, but those of you guys that know me will know exactly who I'm talking about. But the shop that I used to go to for service for all my bikes recently, not recently, rather almost a year ago now, has pretty much hit my blacklist. I am no longer giving them business. I am no longer recommending them to anybody. And I believe I have some pretty fucking good reason for it. So I've been going to these guys since 2010, since I got my first bike. They were recommended by a friend. And that friend recommended them to quite a few of us. I did my part as well and recommended them to a lot of other riders as well, both new and experienced. For the most part, they've been good about things. I took my bikes there for most service, for oil changes, tires, even some diagnostic work, stuff like that. And at least at first, they were pretty good about things. I really liked them. They were friendly guys. They would spend the time with you. They'd tell you what's going on. You could sit there and watch them do their work. Then more recently, you gonna be a dick? Seriously? Okay. And more recently, they started fucking up. Well, that explains a few things. Holy fuck, what happened here? Anyways, they started fucking up. Now, let me just get one thing straight here. I posted a comment on one of the local riding forums about them, because a guy on that forum posted mentioning how they forgot to put his oil cap back on. He rode away not knowing that his bike was spewing oil all over itself and all over the road. Obviously he went back to say, hey, what the fuck? And they basically did nothing for him. Apparently all they did was offer him a free oil change the next time. That's not really a very good apology for, sorry, but we could have cost you your fucking life. This prompted me to post up a comment, because I've always posted positive things about them. I've always given them praise, even though I've had problems with them too. Because I believe in giving people second chances. I guess I gave these guys more than a second chance though. So anyways, I posted a comment about the last experience I had with them, which was essentially that they treated my girlfriend and I like shit. Well, okay, I don't want to go that far, but we left feeling pretty confused as to why they were being rude toward us. I called ahead, let them know I'd be coming in for service. They said no problem. But then while we're on our way there, I get a phone call, which I can't answer because I'm on the bike, saying, oh, by the way, we have to close early tonight. Like, I'm sorry, fuck you, you have business hours posted. You're not going to keep those hours, change them. I got there, got the service work done, they were rough as fuck on my bike. They overcharged me, and I was worried that they may have damaged something on the bike in the process. The girlfriend and I both left there saying, you know what, that's the last time we're going to go here. That is far from the worst thing I've ever had happen there. Let me just tell you that right now. So anyways, to give you a bit of history as to why I don't recommend them anymore, they started fucking up on my bike. They started fucking up my friends' bikes. As I mentioned, I'm willing to give people a second chance, but not when you start dicking around my friends. Two of my closest rider friends went there for service. Both of them wound up having problems with their bikes after having it serviced there because they didn't do it properly. One guy wound up going to a different shop, wound up having to pay more than twice what he should have because they used the wrong parts in his bike. They didn't fit properly, and they didn't thoroughly check things to make sure it was fixed properly to begin with. The other friend told them, hey, something's wrong with my bike. Check it out, please. Make sure everything's cool before I leave. They insisted, oh yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, no problem. And then I think it was the same night, his fucking clutch cable snaps. After he told them it had been jamming, something was wrong with it. But no, according to them, perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, no problem. Well, yeah, isn't that fucking useful, isn't it? Well, so I post up about that now, because at this point, that thread that I was talking about has continued with other people posting their negative experiences, and how this store, this shop, would not own up to them, would not correct things. So I said, you know what, that's it. Might as well contribute my history. And actually, I posted my friends' problems, because they were both pretty fucking upset, and rightfully so, and so was I. Because I recommended these guys to them, so of course I feel bad. Now, apparently, the owner talks to my friend, because he had to go in to get some work done recently, and he starts telling him some bullshit about how I was shit-talking the company, and I had the nerve to go in and want service after shit-talking them. Buddy, get your fucking facts straight. The last time I went to your store was fucking July last year. You treated my girlfriend and I poorly, you overcharged me, and you did a fucking sloppy job with my bike. I never said shit about you and your business until after that experience. And I had no intention of going back from that point on. You fucking over my friends doesn't help matters. You want to start talking shit? Let's talk about the shit service that I've actually had over the years. Let's see. Yeah, you've helped me out quite a bit on some occasions, but you also could have cost me my fucking life. These guys, when I ordered the first replacement tire I ever needed for them, back on my Ninja 250, I told him specifically what tire I needed. He said, yeah, no problem, okay, we'll order that tire for you. I get the call a few days later, the tire's in, I go to pick it up. Oh, yeah, we couldn't get the tire you wanted, so we just got you this one instead. I'm sorry, what? You don't fucking order something altogether different without at least consulting me first. But I was stuck in a position that I needed a new tire, so I said, okay, fine, let's just do it. Well, that tire wound up being the wrong one for my bike. It was way too big, it was rubbing my friggin' swing arm, and it was literally burning. Scared the shit out of me and my friend that was riding behind me. We went back and they said, oh yeah, no problem, we can fix this. Yeah, they couldn't fix it. Their solution was to try grinding down my swing arm so that the tire would fit better. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure the metal on the swing arm there is probably there for a reason, and I don't think that was a good solution. And it didn't help anyways, even though I still let them do it. So I said, alright, you know what, this isn't going to work. Let me get the tire that I need. You're going to take back this one. So he got me a different tire, still not the one I was looking for, but at least this one fit properly. Didn't charge me any extra, I was grateful of that. But what kind of threw me off a bit was that about a week later, actually no, not even a week later, the day I got that tire installed, I saw he had sold the tire I had that now had a giant slice up the middle to another guy on an older 250. I hope the hell that guy was aware of what he was buying, because I get the feeling he might not have been. So that's one thing. Now that 250 wound up having some problems toward the end of the second year that we had it, when my girlfriend had it. So we put it in for some diagnostics. I had already read about what the problem most likely was, and I told him about this, and he said, no, you know what, it's not going to be that. Don't believe what they say on the internet. They usually don't know what they're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about at the time, so I said, okay, sure, just do whatever you got to do to fix it. Dude pulls the bike apart, winds up being in his shop for about 2-3 months. We come back after calling a few times saying, hey, what the hell's going on? Yeah, oh yeah, the bike's fixed, yeah, come on, pick it up, blah, 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 you know, get charged, whatever. Ride it away. About I don't know, 2 to 4 weeks later, same fucking problem. Bike wasn't fixed properly. I believe that was the last time we took that bike there, because we just didn't care anymore, and at that point my girlfriend was selling it anyways. It wasn't a terrible problem, but it was something that I'm pretty sure was a much simpler fix than what he made it out to be. I'm pretty sure if I'd taken it to a dealership, it would have been fixed right away. On to my next bike, the Ninja 650. I only had it for a few months, so not much really went with that. But one time that I went there to get an oil change, hey, lo and behold, he forgot to put my oil cap back on. Luckily I noticed it before I left, but that could have been a fucking disaster. Now let's go up to this bike, the V-Strom. I've had this since the end of 2011, so it's been in for service a few times. It's had a few issues that had to be corrected. Mainly it's been things like chain sprockets, tires, oil change, but I've had a few other things too. So let me get to one of the first things that happened. I put the bike in to get my new chain and sprockets on, the first time, because I've gone through 2 sets. And I leave the shop, I hop on the highway, and I hear this great big clunk in the front of my bike. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I hit a nasty pothole, maybe something just, I don't know, I was thinking maybe something fell off, I sure as hell don't know what. So I go to slow down, and oh fuck, I have no front brake. What the hell? I'm just getting on the highway, I have no front brake. I get a chance to have a quick glance down, and I see, oh, my front brake caliper is hanging off the bike. It's not attached. Who the fuck lets a bike out of their shop without checking to make sure the fucking brakes are attached properly? How does that happen? Especially when there's 2 people double checking each other's work. Answer me that. I'm fucking furious, but I'm also terrified because I have to use engine braking and rear brake alone to stop myself on the highway. Hope to hell that that fucking brake caliper doesn't wind up catching and causing me to flip. And I call him and I said, hey, you gotta come pick me up. This fucking brake fell off my bike. So he comes and gets me and he's like, oh shit, oh fuck, we forgot, we didn't attach it properly, blah, blah, blah. You know, they get it, ultimately they get it done, they get it reattached. But they refund me for the service work done, but I don't know why I accepted that. You know what? Should have been more than that, because you nearly fucking cost me my life. That by fucking far, is the biggest fuck up that I've had on any vehicle I've ever owned. And for some reason, my stupid ass keeps recommending them to people, keeps giving them second chances. You gotta be asking yourself right now, how fucking stupid am I, right? Yeah, I'm pretty fucking stupid. I don't know why I kept going back there. So at the end of, I think it was 2013, my bike was having some other issues. I knew exactly what it was. I had read it online. It was what's called the TPS, the throttle position sensor. I think I mentioned it in one of my past videos. Again, I tell him, hey dude, I need to get this serviced or replaced. Can you check it out? Same thing. Oh no, you know what? That's not what it's going to be. No, it's either your fuel pump or it's your battery. What? All right, I'm pretty sure it's the TPS. I've done my due research, but if that's what you think, go ahead and check them out. Once again, pull apart the bike, clean the fuel filter, look at the fuel pump, look at the battery. Nothing fucking wrong with any of that shit, but I paid the service for it anyway. About a week goes by, the bike dies on me again in the exact same manner it already had been. This time I took it to my local dealership and I said, look, I've had this and this looked at. Could you please check this out? Right away they're like, oh yeah, no, it's a common problem. It's the TPS, it needs to be replaced. Oh, wow, how come this guy couldn't fucking tell me that, huh? So I get that replaced. It cost me the same or less than what it cost the other bullshit diagnostic work that led nowhere. And the bike is now happily running. So what's the lesson learned here, guys? Don't fucking go back to a place that keeps screwing you around, that keeps ignoring what your requests are. when you know, or you have a pretty damn good idea of what's wrong with your bike or your car or whatever it is, if they refuse to listen to you and they don't want to look at the issue that you suspect, take it somewhere else. Get a second opinion. Go somewhere that's actually going to listen to you. And you know what? One of the biggest things that I come out of this saying is, this guy doesn't give you a service record. He deals mostly in cash. Even if you pay by card, you don't get a receipt showing what was done. I have no service history for this bike in that shop. Any dealership or anywhere else I went to, I've got a service history, they have it on file. So from now on, I'm going to the professionals that know what they're doing, that are going to take care of me and my bike properly. That guy, he's done. I'm never recommending him to anybody else. Anybody that asks me what my opinion is, well, that's my opinion. If you know me in person and you don't know who I'm talking about, let me know and I'll fill you in on all the details. In the meantime, buddy, you want to keep shit talking me? You better check your history and get your facts straight, man. Don't fuck around with your clients, because there's too many of us now that know the history. They know the real way that you do business. Alright, well that's it for now. I'm out. I'm pretty fucking pissed off right now after all that. Guys, ride safe, ride smart. I will see you in the next one, okay? Tech Ninja out.